Good morning, St. Paul's. Today is Monday, January 5th, 2026, and you are watching Wolf TV, bringing you the latest news, sports, entertainment, and everything in between. We are live, and we have a great show for you today. Here are the announcements for today. There will be no rugby practice this evening. Players, please check your SportsU calendars for an updated schedule for this week. Now it's time for some happy birthdays. We wish a very special day to the following Wolves: Patrick Hamby, Mason Jackson, and Alex Sir. Happy birthday, everyone. Here at Wolf TV, we wish you a great day and good fortune. Now let's look at today's news. Early Saturday morning, President Trump executed Operation Absolute Resolve in Venezuela. The military action resulted in the capture of President Nicolas Maduro and part of a broader campaign called Operation Southern Spear, focusing on drug trafficking but also aimed at dismantling the Maduro government. American helicopters initially bombarded several key military bases in Caracas before breaking into the presidential palace and capturing Maduro and his wife. The U.S. had been posturing that action may be taken against Maduro in the last several months, but this weekend's capture still came as a surprise to the world community. In August, the CIA covertly installed a small team inside Venezuela to track Maduro's patterns, locations, and movements, which helped bolster Saturday's operation as to his exact whereabouts, including where he would be sleeping. Maduro and his wife were brought to a New York detention facility where they will currently be kept until further notice. In a press conference the morning after, President Trump announced that the United States will now run Venezuela until a new, stable government can be introduced. He also mentioned that we will try to revitalize their oil industry. Opinions on the military strike have been split. Opponents of the strike say that Trump abused his executive powers, broke international law, and may have further destabilized an already troubled country. Supporters of the strike argue that removal of Maduro's authoritarian regime is possible and opens the doors for reconstruction in Venezuela, as well as justified enforcement of narco-terrorism. Either way, the capture of Nicolas Maduro is historic and unprecedented. The long-term outcomes will largely depend on the political transition that follows and how the Venezuelans and regional actors respond.
The new year also brought a tragedy in the Swiss Alps. Authorities confirm at least 40 people have died and 119 others were injured in a devastating fire at the La Constellation bar in Crans-Montana, Switzerland, during New Year's Eve celebrations. Swiss officials say the blaze likely began when sparkler-style candles on champagne bottles ignited flammable ceiling material, causing the fire to spread rapidly through the crowded venue. Many of the victims were teenagers and young adults, and the injured have been treated in hospitals across Switzerland and neighboring countries due to the severity of their burns and smoke exposure. Communities in Crans-Montana are in mourning, with silent marches and memorials taking place as families await confirmation of loved ones and authorities continue identifying victims. Swiss prosecutors have opened a criminal investigation into possible negligence in safety procedures at the bar, and officials have declared several days of national mourning. Now here comes Wolf TV Trivia.
Now let's look at today's sports news. The college football playoffs semifinals are set and include three teams that have never won nor been in a national title game. Number 1, Indiana takes on number 5, Oregon, and number 6, Ole Miss takes on number 10, Miami. The playoffs have been exciting this year. Indiana continues to be the favorite, both on paper and in the hearts of the fans, feeling like the underdog despite their top ranking. Ole Miss is also a favorite in hearts and minds, especially after their struggle before the playoffs with the Lane Kiffin drama. Thanks, by the way. Miami has upset two perennial favorites in Texas A&M and Ohio State, so they're an interesting team to watch as well. The odd duck out is Oregon, who has been quietly efficient and productive in all season long without much fanfare. The semifinal games take place this Saturday, where the winners will move on to compete for the 2026 National Championship game on Monday, January 19th.
How about a Pelicans update? The Pels are now 37 games into the regular season. They currently sit at a record of 8-27 and ranked dead last in the Western Conference, and are the second worst team in all of the NBA. They showed a few streaks of greatness over the holidays, including a 4-game win streak around Christmas, but overall, the 25-26 campaign for the New Orleans franchise has been abysmal. Zion Williamson continues to be an all-star ghost, appearing in games sporadically when he feels like it. There have been some bright spots. Rookies Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears bring some life to an otherwise depressing viewing experience. Clearly, the team has serious issues that even the most optimistic fan can't ignore. Interim head coach James Borrego seems to be the favorite for the official starting job, but his run so far hasn't been much better than the failed Willie Green experiment. The Jorge Alvarado fistfight debacle further confirms that the New Orleans Pelicans are officially a clown show. There's only so many years the front office can keep the circus going before cooler heads agree that maybe New Orleans just isn't a professional basketball city. I don't want the team to leave, but it gets to a point where they're running out of options and time to try and get this thing right. Now it's time for Song of the Day.
Now let's take a look at the world of entertainment and other things. Asus tech and gaming gear are on the verge of getting more expensive in 2026 as industry leaders struggle with rising component costs. Asus has confirmed it will raise prices on selective products starting today, just ahead of the big Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. The company says shortages and higher costs for memory and storage, driven largely by demand from artificial intelligence technologies, are putting pressure on pricing. This move could affect popular devices like gaming handhelds and other PC hardware, and is one of the first major price hikes reported in the gaming world this year. Analysts also warn that the broader industry could see continued price increases or even delays to future consoles, as companies like Nvidia, AMD face higher production costs and thinking about pushing back next-generation launches. This follows several game consoles increasing in price throughout 2025 across the industry. As the price of RAM continues to increase, buyers can expect the costs of all their favorite electronics to sadly keep going up.
Canadian rapper Drake is facing a major class action lawsuit in Virginia, accused of being involved in a racketeering scheme tied to the online gambling platform Stake US. The complaint alleges that Drake, along with streamer Aiden Ross and others, promoted what plaintiffs say is an illegal gambling operation in states where real money online wagering is banned. According to the lawsuit, Drake was paid to promote the site and may have helped funnel funds through the platform's unregulated tipping system to third parties overseas. Further, this money is alleged to have been used to artificially boost his streaming numbers and manipulate music platform algorithms. The plaintiffs are seeking at least $5 million in damages, and they claim the scheme harmed everyday users and fellow artists. This brings up another bad news day for Drake, who seemingly can't catch a break, as of the last few years, his next album, Iceman, is due out this year, and it will be his first record released in 3 years.
Hey Aiden, what's computer's favorite snack?
I don't know, Rogan.
Microchips. That's our show for today, Wolves. Thank you for watching Wolf TV, and until next time, let's make it a great day.